laughter coming waves across the shore. Oh, maybe you could fly my kite, babe. Maybe you could fly my kite, babe. I can hear your laughter coming waves across the shore. Oh, maybe you could fly my kite, babe. Maybe you could fly my kite.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and the video review of the KingKong 110 GT, the 117mm FPV racing drone. And this is the PNP version that does not come with a receiver. It comes in all different variations here. It also comes in Futaba, DSM, XM and FM 800 receivers, so you can choose a wide variety of versions there. Whatever transmitter you got, it will accommodate it. It is a 117mm wheel-based quadcopter here with the carbon frame, and it is the 2mm carbon frame fiber that they have chose to use, and it has a plastic body cover here which looks very familiar, like the Awesome Youbi canopy. And here is the Awesome Youbi canopy to compare here, and check that out. It's just a smaller version of the Awesome Youbi, as you can see here. And I believe the Awesome Youbi is a clone of another quadcopter. I don't remember what the name of that quadcopter is, but check that out, man. Brothers and or sisters or whatever. That's a smaller version, and it is fantastic of a flyer as well. Taking a look at the motors here, the motors are the KingKong branded motors. It is the 1105 8500 kV motors, and these motors are slightly bigger than the KingKong 90 GT motors as well. And it's got the tri-bladed props, and it is the 2840 tri-bladed props, and these guys have a lot of lift, so they have chosen to put some bigger props on this quadcopter, and it is paying off. Excuse me. There we go, phone call here in the middle of the review. How real can you get? All right, and what it comes with is this 350 milliamp 35C 7.4 LiPo battery, and it says designed by KingKong. It says on the product page it's supposed to give you a runtime of around 6 to 10 minutes, but I don't think so. I think I just got right around slightly over 3 minutes with this battery here. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the quadcopter here. It's got the Vtx antenna sticking out of the top. There's a small little hole over there with the plus, so bigger items can go through, but you can kind of close it up. There's some ventilation holes there. I still have the sticker right on top. I try to peel it off, but there's some black stuff, that sticky stuff. I couldn't take it off, so I just put it right back on there. There's the power cable, and it is the JST female plug. And on the bottom here, there's a rubber band for your battery. And what I've done was I just placed a little foam pad right on the bottom here. And this is the PNP version, like I said. And here is the receiver that I'm using. I'm using the receiver from the KingKong 90 GT. I just borrowed the receiver, took it out of that quadcopter and slapped it on here and placed it right underneath where there's a recessed area here, just like the KingKong 90 GT. And here's the double antenna of the receiver, and the receiver is the DSM-2 receiver that I'm using here, that came off the KingKong 90 GT. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look inside the canopy. I'm going to just go ahead and open it up right here out in the field. Hopefully I don't lose these little screws on the desert floor that can quickly disappear. Okay, taking those 2 screws off. There's a couple of screws. That is all that is holding down the plastic canopy here. And there's a little notch right here. You just press that up. There's a couple of little round notches there that it sits on as well. So you just remove it gently and go over the camera here, if I can do that. All right, so we have it off, but I'm not going to remove the whole thing completely. And take a look inside of the inside here. Here's the VTX, and the VTX is a 5.8 gigahertz 16 channel 25 milliwatt transmitter, and it is identically the same one that they used for the KingKong 90 GT. And I'm pretty sure the brother of this one, the KingKong 95 GT, with the same design, it will probably use the same transmitter as well. It has a push button for changing the channels, and every time you push the button, there's a sequence of LED lights that tell you what channel you are on, as we have seen with the KingKong 90 GT. We will take a look at that little configuration a little bit later. And the flight controller is the Micro F3 6DOF flight controller, and it is pre-flashed with Betaflight 3.0.1, so that is fantastic. I'm gonna just fly it with that. I'm not going to do a firmware update or anything. 3.0.1 on a brushed, it works pretty good for me. There is that UART2 port right here, and that's where the receiver antenna is connected to here, and ran the wire to the bottom, and the receiver is on the bottom here. There's the 4-in-1 BLheli-s 10 amp ESCs this time. I believe the KingKong 90 GT came with the 3 amp ESC board, the all-in-one power distribution board, but this one has the 10 amp ESC BLheli-s, and it is capable of 2S to 3S batteries, as well as the motors. They are rated 2S to 3S batteries, so you can go ahead and get yourself some 3S's and fly this thing. I don't know, I've flown it with the 2S battery, and guys, this thing is good enough with the 2S battery in my opinion. All right, so there you have it, guys. Let's go over the camera as well. Here's the camera, and it is the 800 TV line camera, CMOS, and it has a field of view of 150 degrees, just like the KingKong 90 GT. And let's take a look at the KingKong 90 GT here real quick and compare the two. It's a lot bigger. It's a 90 millimeter frame for the KingKong 90, and this one here is 117 millimeters. As you can see, the arms are far stretched out. This one is just looks like one of those flying bats. This one looks like a flying frog actually. So it has the same camera and the same VTX as this one here. So they are sharing very similar characteristics, but this one here, of course, has the 1103 7800 kV motors. So these motors are a little bit bigger, so they have a lot more power, so they can spin these big props over here. All right, let's put this down, and I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and open the box and check out what else we get in the box. All right, so here we have another canopy. They give you a white extra canopy, so that is pretty cool. And here's the instruction manual, and it goes over all of the details. Oops, that is in Chinese. The other side is in English. Here you go. There's this instruction manual double duties as the 95 GT instruction manual as well, so that has the packing list for the 95 GT. Here's the 110 GT. You got the frequency table right there. So those are the color sequences of the frequencies, and they go up to tell you about the firmware update and how to go about doing that as well. So that is a pretty good instruction manual. So that is fantastic. Put this on the side here, and we get a box of goodies. And let's go ahead and open, let's go ahead and open up this box here. And what it comes with are some extra props. There were 4 white ones and 4 clear yellow ones, so that is fantastic. And what we also get is a couple of rubber bands, prop removal tool, and a sticker containing the frequency diagram of all of the colors and all of the frequencies. So that is pretty cool. You can stick that somewhere. They also give you the USB to micro USB cable for data transfer to hook up to your Betaflight flight controller or configurator. And this is the bag that the battery came in, I think. And here is another bag, and here's some spaghetti cords for the PWM PPM receiver. And this is the spaghetti cord that it came with. It was already on the quadcopter, but I changed it out to the DSM2 receiver from the KingKong 90. So this was already in place, so you can go ahead and get your receiver that you already have and plug it into this wire here. And what else do we get here? Oh yeah, there was a little bag that I put down. The M2 number 8 screws. They give you 8 of these for the props, to tie the props down, but mine came with 9. They give you an extra one here, so that is fantastic. All right, so that is everything that came in the box. And so let's go ahead and do a little line of flight testing and some FPV flying with the KingKong 110 GT. All right, let's check this baby out. Let's power up the quadcopter. I'm using a 450 milliamp battery here, and
Welcome to Vtx.
right. Okay, let's go for that line of sight flight. Nice. Now I did a hover test at home in the garage, and this thing needed more room than the garage. So you got to be very careful with the throttle on this one right out of the box. It's a little bit windy today, 5 to 10 miles an hour winds. And my throttle is right at around 30%, guys. And it's at this altitude hovering. Nice. Very smooth. Look at that. No problem with the wind whatsoever. Nice. And the wind just takes it away if I kind of let go. Nice. Let's do a little punch out here. 2S battery. Oh yeah. This thing's got a lot of lift, guys. Those props are like lifting this thing up. Wow. Now this has a lot of power. Wow, that incremental motor increase is helping this thing out a lot. Wow. You're gonna get tons of hang time with this one, guys. Definitely a very, very nice quadcopter here. Wow. Woohoo! Nice. Oh wow. You need a wide open space for this one, man. With micros going this fast and having this much speed and hang time, who needs the 4 inches and the 5 inches, man? Oh my goodness. And or the 3 inches. Wow, wow. No problem fighting the wind, guys. All right, I'm gonna bring it in and land it. Nice. All right, we are set to go. Going to acro, arming the motors, and let's see this baby in action here. Oh yeah, it's got lots of lift, and it is just fighting this wind. We got about 5 to 10 miles an hour steady winds, and there you go. I can feel the effects of the wind, and there is that 100-meter bush, and it's doing pretty good. It's got a nice field of view here. Very beautiful day, but the wind is very strong. Oh yeah, very nice and smooth, even in this wind. Unbelievable. This is going to be really, really nice, guys. It is really, really, really nice. Yeah, the wind is just horrible. Nice. Yeah. KingKong 90 GT is a terrific quadcopter, and you know what? This 110 is absolutely fantastic. Nice. Nice. In this high winds, it is performing excellent. Awesome. Nice. Now, I've already used up some of the batteries. So this battery is a 350 milliamp, 7.4 volt. I think I got this one from the KingKong 90. So I don't know how long the flight time is. I don't want to come crashing down like my iPhone Pro 95. But this is one fantastic quadcopter, man. I can't wait until winds die down so I can go to the park where there's a lot of trees and do some proximity flying. Nice. I'm gonna bring it in and give it a landing here. All right, excellent. Alright guys, just got done with the line of sight flight and the FPV flight with the KingKong 110 GT, and I have to say guys, this is one fantastic quadcopter, micro quadcopter with the brushless motors. If you are in the market to get one of these micro quadcopter with the brushless motors, this is a very nice one here. It has lots of power, lots of lift, lots of hang time, as you saw there. I had no problem fighting this wind, and the wind is around 5 to 10 miles per hour still yet, and this thing cuts through the wind with no problem. I was using my Headplay SE goggles, and the 150-degree field of view is just fantastic. Everything is vivid, everything is clear, and you got a 150-degree field of view. You know your peripheral vision on this thing as well, so you know exactly where you're going. So it is one fantastic quadcopter, guys. Alright, so that is my review of the KingKong 110 GT. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and we will see you again next time.